valuable learning experience for Prez.
With Prez and being named to this team, USA Basketball will traditionally call in one standout college player to fill out the roster. Prez was that guy for this tournament.
Well, he's a standout in college, and you know about how high expectations are for Prez at the next level. He's been getting a taste of basketball at the highest level in this tournament. It just has to be an honor for him to be able to be a part of Team USA.
Well, it's been a bit of a tradition to take one exceptional college player on the U.S. team and on their roster. This cycle, it's Prez's turn.
And it's happened before. Remember Christian Laettner and the Brow, and just how those two were special in college. The same can be said for Prez. Plus, he'll get a chance to test himself on the international stage.
4 on the clock. Some nice ball movement by Australia. And the basket by Ingles. And here's Team USA now. Here's Che, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Team USA.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And on the international stage like this, it is always amazing to see the best and brightest of the United States come together. So many teams represented here today.
And the saying is country before club. And as much as all these stars like to battle it out in the NBA, they all have one goal when playing in the red, white, and blue. An incredible collection of talent for sure. And one mission in mind: win it.
Irving with the ball. From past the arc. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And that's got to be part of the game plan. Use his range to really stretch out that deep.
Ingles can't get it to go. Team USA leading by 5. 17-foot shot on the way.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Down low. Anderson kicks to Dellavedova. To the inside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more. And here's Team USA now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Irving kicks to Prez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. One thing many were curious to see with Prez on this international stage is how he can hold his own with the best of the best. It seems that he is the kind of player that gets even better when playing with elite teammates.
Yeah, and good teammates will make any player play better. But the impact is tenfold for Prez. The speed of the game, adjusting to it during this tournament, hasn't been a huge problem for him at all. The height of this kid continues to grow. And a win here against Australia will continue to add to his already impressive resume.
Well, when the U.S. picks players from the NBA, it just isn't about taking the best player at each position. They look at much more than that to assemble the best team that they can.
Yeah, and that's a great point, because this is not an all-star team, although many of these players are all-stars. There's a difference. Really, they're looking for players that can impact the game without the ball, make others around them better, and are suited for the international style of play. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Well, it's simply been an awful quarter. I mean, terrible ball security. They've actually handled that thing like it's got leprosy. Take care of it.
Ouch. Leprosy. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And you have to be impressed with the balance that the Australian team has. Defenders and scorers from top to bottom. It's a big part of why they have been so successful here in the tournament.
Yep, exactly. I mean, the Australians have put together a team that works extremely well with each other and have played unselfish basketball the whole way. I mean, they're definitely more than the sum of their parts on paper. And I'd say kudos to the Australian Federation for putting this group together.
Outside Irving. Here's Jay. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 17 points for Prez.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Passes to Ingles. Martin inside. Covered by Irving. And another miss by Australia.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Here's Jay. And again, Team USA with the triple.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
The dish to Bairstow. Ingles kicks to Martin. Clock at 6. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Presidential
Australia also with a sub. Dellavedova's checked in. 1:33 left in the first half of basketball.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
On defense, Team USA. Only given up 2 points this quarter. And another miss by Australia.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And Shea gets the whistle that time.
I'm
That'll be his second foul of the game.
I approve that steal.
A different look now for Team
Presidential
USA.
pardon.
George is checked in for Draymond Green. Butler comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Lowry in for Kyrie Irving. Then for Australia, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Bairstow. And it's Dante Exum in for Martin. And the call will be against Prez. That's his third foul. Substitution here for Team USA. George is checked in for Green. Shea comes in for Kevin Durant. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Irving.
Hey guys, this is something that happens in every international gathering. It's fun to see so many of the U.S. and Australian players going head-to-head, even though they're on the same NBA team.
Yeah, and they played against each other before in practice, but in competition, where a title is on the line, you better believe it'll be a no-holds-barred affair.
And Team USA making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Australia also with a sub. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Martin. And DeMarcus Cousins providing the U.S. team with some crucial size inside.
Yeah, you know, this Australian team has some quality bigs, and the U.S. team is a little bit more small ball constructed. But in Cousins, they have an interior presence that is tremendously skilled.
Prez, no good.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
A nice shot by Exum. 1:56 left in the third. Lowry kicks to George. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Paul George, as we've seen, back with the U.S. team, man. Great to see.
Here's Team USA.
Well, for many, the fact that Australia even made it to the finals of this tournament is an accomplishment on its own.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly there, Greg. No matter what happens in this game, this is already going to be the best finish for the all-season, a tournament like this. So hats off to them. Congratulations for a job well done.
Both free throws good from Prez. And that injury that George suffered jump-started the conversation about balancing players' wishes to represent their country with the interests of their NBA team.
Yeah, and listen, it cost him an entire season and really set back a Pacers team that was among the best in the East. A tough pill to swallow, no doubt, if you're an NBA team owner. But players will play one way or the other. It's all about trying to just limit the risk and that wear and tear, which is a concern.
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Australia. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. DeRozan defending. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. That one on DeRozan.
What is amazing to me about this U.S. team is that on every NBA team, all these players are the guy. Yet here for the U.S. team, each player has no qualms or hesitation to put their egos aside and play a minor role if needed.
Well, you know, all of these guys, Greg, are great competitors, and they know that they'll see the ball a lot less being part of this team, but it's part and parcel of the sacrifice they sign up for when they have the honor of representing the United States in international competition.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
DeRozan defending. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Prez. And now Team USA on the break. No good on that one.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Some nice ball movement by Australia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And another miss by Australia. DeRozan in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Yeah, I agree completely. I mean, there's no way to come back if they continue to allow him to knock down those bombs like that.
Pass to Martin. Covered by Anthony. Over to the wing. The 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. No one near Prez as he lets it go. And again, Team USA with the triple.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Kicks it to Bairstow. Pass to Martin. Australia needs to get off a shot here. And another miss by Australia. Here's Team USA. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Jay. The shot, no good. Australia goes the other way with it. To the paint. Knocks it loose. Inside. The feed now to Bairstow. Bairstow, a second-round pick for the Chicago Bulls in 2014, played his college ball at New Mexico.
Yeah, had that big breakout season.
So it's Team USA winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best.